and welcome everyone. We are live with Innistrad, Fang, and Shadow. Sorry for the delay. I had to cry over some spilled milk on my desk. Um, yeah. We're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are and who we're playing and everything. But before I do that, I will point out that we have a little ticker bar between everybody. We are trying to raise some money to get some cool character art for everybody. So there's a donate link below if you feel like contributing. Don't feel obligated, just if you want to see cool art. We love cool art. Who doesn't love cool art? But now I will say who I am and who I'm playing. I'm Lindy, and I'll be playing Octavia Stormkirk. She is currently possessed by the ghost of a cat, but normally she's just a Dampier Swarmkeeper Ranger, and her swarms are bats, and they're adorable. Someone who's adorable. D20 coup de grace, how are you?
Yes, that is me. I'll be playing Felsic. Well, he's difficult to describe, but he is a reborn warlock, and he has a lot of new friends. Lovely, lovely friends.
That is wonderful. I'm honored to be counted among one of those friends. Someone who is a friend but had a work thing come up is Shiny Pilot playing Wolfric Hemming. May or may not show up tonight, so he's just there. The void right now. Someone who is here though and not in the void is Deception Check. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing grand. I'm playing Arana Suadrana this evening. He's a Hex Blood Druid who got beat up pretty bad last week and is hoping to survive this week after he wasn't in a cage, but he was a pincushion. So looking forward to seeing what happens this week.
Indeed. Someone who's not a pincushion but is in a cage is Nugatosaurus. How are you, my dear?
I'm great. I'm in a cage. That's me. I'm Nugatosaurus. I'm playing Deknari, the Asimar monk, who rolled really, really bad last week and ended up in a cage meant for angels much stronger than she is. So it's gonna be a bad time.
It's okay. You may only be half angel, but you're my angel. And of course, last, someone who's not an angel, though we do love him dearly. Pope, how are you?
I am doing quite well. It is lovely to be here to be the bad that you experience. And experience bad we shall. Hello, wonderful people. Good to have you here with us. Quick recap. So, we are on the plane of Innistrad, a place of shadow, strange moon, a predominantly human society, but they're not really the ruling class. That's a lot of other individuals' things. But our good friends were looking into a piece of property owned by one of those ruling class, a vampire by the name of Jeleva. And yeah, they all had their different reasons for being there. And eventually, most of them came together and formed a group, despite setting off of traps, seeing piles of corpses, maybe going a little mad. But now they're finally all together in one of the sub-basements. Large library, private. It has a lovely summoning circle, a fantastic brass cage, a guardian for said library who has decided to take up a new residence inside Octavia. And so
What can I say? Everyone wants in me.
roomy. We are all about prime real estate on this channel. So No, that is the situation into which everyone finds themselves. Before Octavia's new pilot can commence with their plans, I will give the rest of you a round to do something. As it is very clear, Octavia is not in the pilot seat anymore.
How far away are they from me in the cage?
I would say they're about 15 feet from you.
Damn. Okay, I can't do nothing then.
There is something I can do, but I fear a sad dice.
Oh, that warms my cold black heart.
This is how you can know I'm not.
Okay. I know she's been possessed.
The blue glowing eyes are kind of a giveaway.
Oh, here.
All right. I go up and touch her
Mm-hmm.
and cast protection from good and evil.
Well, let's take a look at that lovely spell and see if it does precisely what you intended to do.
Well, I don't know if it does that, but
Ladies and gentlemen, protection from evil and good.
no, evil.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, operations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those type have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relative effect. Now, it did say willing.
Yeah, that was the caveat there. I don't know.
So I'm going to need you to make an attack roll.
Attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, spell attack roll.
Spell attack. Okay.
Mhm.
So that would be like okay.
It's a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you spell attack.
25.
25? Okay, good news. You
Definitely
managed
hits me.
to boop Octavia. And Octavia, when it gets to your turn,
Mm-hmm. I done been booped.
you will have advantage on the saving throw.
You should lose that possession. And I go over and look at books.
Uranus, would you like to do something?
How do you? I'm just curious. How do you boop Octavia? Is it just like a little boop, like on her nose? Like I just want a wonderful mental image of. I just want to know how you boop me.
Yeah, I think that's the fun. That's the
Okay.
fun.
Okay, so now I'm just picturing Felzik as Chris Statlander just going.
I like to think it was like a slow one, like Octavia and the
real
cat
hesitant.
don't understand, and he's like, "I'll be at the books."
Well, as the boop is coming, like a green seal forms around.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Uranus isn't exactly sure what's going on, but doesn't like the blue eyes. Felzik just did something really concerning, so Uranus is going to step back towards the cage.
Okay.
Maybe he can help Deknari get out of her predicament, maybe. But I don't, there's nothing I'm doing aggressively or to Octavia.
Okay. Is there anything aggressively you're doing to the cage?
How high off the ground is it?
It is about 8 feet.
Okay. Is there any identifiable locking mechanism on the outside?
There is a large lock.
Okay, like a padlock kind of thing, like
like a key about the size of my fist would go into the hole that is the lock mechanism.
Okay. You know what? I don't have thieves' tools. So, no, there is nothing I do at this time.
Okay. Deknari, what would you like to do in this moment?
I have all my weapons on me.
Yes. All of your equipment is with you.
Okay. I was gonna do something, but she has to be closer to me. I'm gonna throw a dagger at her.
Okay.
Just
It's that type of relationship. Okay.
We always-
maybe I don't know. Maybe causing damage will boot it out. I don't know.
We always hurt the ones we love.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
All right, no, Mr. President.
Can I know, Mr. President? Accept the dagger. I love that.
We shall see how the roll goes, and then we can see if we're going to play a little game.
So I rolled a 15 on the die plus 9 for a 24. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we can play Mr. President. So
Ooh, for
for
max
what?
damage. Max damage for 10.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
A D4 plus 6.
Octavia, the mixture of undead and living flesh that is your meat
Yes.
suit has taken 10 damage.
Wonderful. Boop.
And then I'm just get out of my girlfriend, please. You fucking cat. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna
Well, before Octavia, you get to make that
Yes.
wonderful saving throw
I'm
at
sure.
advantage.
Yes.
The beast that is possessing you gets a turn.
Oh, I'm sure. What does the beast
And-
want to do? What is this kitty? What does Kitty want to do? Kill her.
Killer knows that you have spells.
Yes. You're not wrong.
Killer is aware of this.
Killer doesn't know I don't have
And-
many damaging spells, though.
Killer doesn't care.
Of course.
Killer is going to cast web.
Okay.
So, good news, Deknari. You don't have to make a saving throw. You're in a cage. Bad news, Uranus, Felzik, you need to make dexterity saving throws. DC 15.
Rolled a 15 plus 3.
Nice.
I rolled a 6. I mean, I got a 6 total. 3 plus 3.
So you are currently
In a sticky situation.
restrained.
Mm.
Yes. And also, we're going to roll the happy sad die for this restraint at this moment, considering where you were.
Mm-hmm.
That is the ultimately sad phase.
Oh.
So, Uranus,
Yes.
you are now effectively adhered to the cage.
Okay.
I
will
Spider-Man
be-
webbed you to the cage.
Hmm.
This will become a thing later.
Wonderful.
And as it's aware of the spell that was cast on it, Octavia, you automatically fail as it has put you also in the web.
Oh. Okay. Ghost cat put me in the web.
Said itself
Now-
in. Okay.
Now, please make your charisma saving throw, please.
Oh yes, it's charisma, my mega strong suit. Well, it's not my weak suit. Just not my strongest suit.
Must say it is a
Okay.
smart.
Let's hope this advantage pays off for me.
Mm-hmm.
First I rolled a 7 and then I rolled a 17 plus 2, so 19.
19 is enough, and
Better than 9.
the ephemeral ghost is expelled from your body. As Octavia coughs with a terrible sound that is a mixture of a cough and a as this spiritual cat emerges from her mouth like a cat squeezing through a tight place.
There it
as
is.
hops out, retrieving the jar as it goes.
Taking it.
And as cats are often wont to do, quickly skitters out of the room.
Sorry
little
about
help.
that.
Little help. I'm
Eh.
stuck under the cage.
Oh no, friends, you're stuck. Let me help you. I pull out my dagger.
I'm
Go.
gonna try to make my deck save to break free from this web.
Sorry, who are all of you people?
I just make it with a 16. I
Okay.
wiggle free.
You cut yourself free.
Ugh.
Felzik, you are cutting into the web.
Okay.
You're making your way to Uranus.
Okay.
You're about to free Uranus.
Oh, yes. I see.
Yes.
And then the sad die turns on.
Yes.
Oh no.
As the cage now animates.
Oh.
Oh
What?
boy.
Oh no.
That's
For
how
me inside?
Yes, with you inside.
Oh no.
As we see the hawk-like feet of this cage begin to rise up,
Ooh.
writhe. The gilded vines that make up the decoration on the bars of this cage wrap themselves around Uranus.
Uh-oh.
And then proceeds at all haste to try and make its way out of this room. Felzik, I would like for you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I would love to.
Is
Not great with a 6.
Okay, so you will be trampled.
Yay.
Oh. Yikes.
so is the cage no longer attached to the webbing?
The cage is strong enough that the webbing doesn't do much to it.
Fair. All right.
Oh, wow. That is some really good news for you, Felzik. Exceptionally good news.
Like good news?
Okay, that was less good news.
I like less good news.
You take 14 trampling damage.
14 trample damage. All right.
Yes, bludgeoning and a little piercing as this freight train of a massive cage just moves through you
Ah!
and out the door.
No, come back.
Friends! Ah!
And now, I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Wonderful.
What is my I have alert, so I have a really fucking high initiative.
Oh yes, this is why we were rolling.
Uranus is a 21.
It's a 26.
And
16.
I just got trampled. I think I lay on the ground for a moment.
Feels like you said 10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Deknari, you are the first to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna use shit. I'm gonna attack the door of this cage with Heretic's Kiss.
Oh,
Because it's magic. I don't know.
I
think.
see.
I don't know. Now do I still get I get my 2 attacks and then can I still make a bonus action attack?
Yes, you can. It is a monk weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So then first attack 12 plus
You're making all these
9.
attacks at advantage due to the fact
Oh.
that you are
Oh.
in it.
Okay, so 12 plus 9, whatever that ends up
21.
being. Thank you. I don't math.
Okay.
So it's a d6 and then 2d4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
One d4 necrotic, 1d4 poison.
Poison. Okay. So I need that one and that one. Jesus. 12 base,
Okay.
3 necrotic, and 1 poison
Okay.
for the first attack. And then my second attack, 18 at advantage. So 18 plus 9 is 27. Is that how?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now is it with each strike? Okay, just had to check. Again? Okay, so 12 base damage, 3, no, I'm sorry, 1 poison and no other 1 necrotic, 3 poison. I
Okay.
know how to talk. And then my bonus action attack, 16 and a 10 for 25.
Yes. That'll definitely hit.
Okay. Okay. I love this d6. That's another 12 base damage.
Oh my.
I rolled 3 6s with it. And then 1 necrotic and 2 poison.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
47 damage. Very respectable.
I'll take it.
And now Uranus.
Yes. I'm currently restrained, correct?
Yes.
All right.
You're with the
I
cage,
can
though.
either. Yes, I'm no longer stuck to the webbing, or I'm
You.
stuck to the webbing and stuck to the cage and wrapped in the cage with vines.
You're more being wrapped up by the cage vines than the webbing at this
All right.
point.
I would like to attempt to relieve myself from these vines.
Sounds like a plan. How would you like to go about this? Athletics or acrobatics?
Neither.
Okay.
I would like to transform with my wild shape into a small, fluffy animal and get the hell out of there.
What small fluffy animal do you have in mind?
I was thinking something smaller, like a cat.
A cat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think this is inventive, so I will say you will get free.
Okay.
However, this
Yes.
thing is moving at speed. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, let me find the actual stats for Cat on their deck save.
Cats are pretty dexterous, if I remember correctly.
That may not necessarily show up in the Cat stat block. Okay.
I had a cat familiar for a while.
It's a +2.
Better than
on
most.
decks, and they don't have any specific saves. So I'll just roll a d20 and see what that gets me. Oh, that was a 1. Actually, it's going to be a 15.
15 was precisely what you need to get.
Excellent. Go, Kitty.
So you get out of the way.
I land and I run back to where the people I think are friendly, relatively friendly, as quickly as I can.
Now the cage gets to go.
Fun.
And so a series of events is about to occur. I have news. The good news is, Deknari, you are free of the cage. As in becoming animate, it has a sense of self-preservation. The bad news is how violently you are expelled from said cage. I would like for you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's pretty good. My saving throw +4. That's an 8.
Oh, no.
8, unfortunately, does not make the DC.
Yeah.
As the cage contracts and essentially spits you out like a watermelon seed
Gross. Okay.
in a most violent and unpleasant manner.
Now, would my slow fall come into play at all here?
It's more the squeezing and then the hitting.
I figured. Just had to ask.
By all means, always ask, please. As you take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
And the cage continues running away.
Okay.
Would you like to pursue the cage? I leave that to you, Octavia.
Oh, well, I left with my girlfriend, so yes. I assume I can't see that she's been freed from the cage.
Not yet, but when you turn the corner, you will see that she is no longer in the cage. Would you like to continue pursuit of said cage?
Oh, no, not once my girlfriend is out. That's all that matters, is the cage.
I'm just
Okay.
face first on the ground.
Unless the cage, like, wheels around to come at me, bro, then I'm not going to... It's fine. Cage just keeps running. It's by cage.
To put it in the cage's perspective, think about having something that is the equivalent to a crunchy piece of General Tso's chicken that then proceeds to stab you in the mouth repeatedly.
Yeah. Run away, cage. She's quite violent. I love it.
That's bad chicken.
Darling, are you all right? As I step over Felzik too. I can't do my darling love.
That hurt, but I'm fine.
Right.
Ish.
Oh, I have your knife, and I pull it out of my shoulder.
Thank you. I just no. Do you? I mean, you bleed, right? You're a dampier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wipe it on. I'm not wearing a long sleeve shirt, so I wipe it on like my pants.
Yeah.
And then tuck it back into my boot.
What? You said she wanted to possess you. Like
Yeah, she's a
like
ghost.
the cat did. That vampires don't turn into ghosts.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But essentially, she wants to oust my soul from my body,
Oh, put it in the
and then
jar.
put hers, in the jar, and then put
See.
hers in me. which, I mean,
It is a hot.
I'm all for a soul connect. I mean, yes.
I can
And I'm
see
all
why
for
she'd
soul
want it.
connections, but I
Yes.
like my soul where it is.
Yes, no, I prefer it in your body as well. I mean, it'd be really awkward if she was in your body and you weren't, and
It would be.
yes.
For both of us.
Yes.
Me and you. Not. I mean, it'd probably be awkward for her. I don't think she'd care.
I don't think she'd
This is
care.
besides the point.
So she is dead though.
That's my assumption.
If she's a ghost, I mean that's generally. Oh, this is more
I
complicated
don't know
than I thought it
how
was going to
she's
be.
a ghost.
While this is going on, there's a cat like rubbing her up around Felzic's legs, just rubbing along.
What the hell? Like,
Meow.
yeah.
A little green and red kind of cat.
Oh, strange cat.
Oh, Felzik, thanks for the boop.
Dearest, who are these people?
Oh,
And-
well,
What is? I hate cats.
cats are all right. I mean, they're not as good as
A little bit of a
bats,
hiss at Teknari, and then I released the wild shape and changed back into Uranus.
but This is
Good, not
Uranus
natural cat.
in Felzik. Wolfric's around here somewhere.
Actually, go ahead and all of you. What are your passive perceptions?
Uranus has a 19
Ooh.
passive perception.
Shit.
Okay.
I'm
13.
used to characters never
13.
having passive perception. I have 17.
Oh,
What is
Okay.
this?
wow.
I usually dump stat wisdom. Does it show?
So, Uranus, Octavia, you notice that Wolfric is nowhere to be found.
Like sniffing around, looking for Bruno.
Who is the
Like,
Oh God, what is that?
Ashley Store is now offering 0% interest for 6 years on all temper.
Does anyone know what that was?
I
Did
don't
everyone hear that?
know.
yeah, not a clue. That hurt.
No.
That
Hard-
was.
none-
Sorry, everyone listening. You're awake now if you weren't before. Aha. That was. Okay. What did I
Some
heard?
feedback?
Something.
Very high pitched, painful
Ooh.
feedback.
Well then,
Did that come from me? I don't know where that came from.
I have
No
no
idea.
idea. That's never happened before. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Whew. All right. Where were we? Oh, yes.
I was going to ask who Bruno was.
Oh, he was the Runo Stromkirk. He's the head of the Stormkirk family.
Why is he looking for Runo?
I don't think it's with intentions of hugs and friendship, but
Oh, it
he's-
never is when it comes to Runo.
It never is it? Oh, but Runo's been missing for a couple of years now, so. But he said he smelled him here. Interesting.
You are the same family. Maybe he's just smelling you.
Oh, you're the same family.
Oh,
Same
yes. Octavia Stormkirk.
house.
Oh, pleasure.
Yes.
I'm sure.
But yes, he could be. I don't know. Until I got a better look at his intentions, I didn't exactly want to tell him my last name, if that makes sense.
And what about Jeleva? Is she a Stormkirk as well?
Yes, she is.
Oh, she
That's
held
why
in
we're
high.
here.
Is she held in high standard in your family?
No. Well,
No. Powerful.
eh,
Feared.
yes and no.
Oh.
The family wants me to talk with her. Well, to see if she was dead or alive, and if she was alive, to talk with her. But she's dead?
Would you be at all put out if we just left her dead,
No.
or made
After-
sure
She's
she
trying
stayed?
to possess my
actually dead?
girlfriend. No.
All right.
Yes, I'd prefer her dead. Thank you.
I-
Like dead.
I've been asked to ascertain her status, and
Ah.
it's preferably deceased.
Oh, well, it doesn't surprise me.
If
Then
you
she
saw
can't
the
have
things
her body,
below
darling.
us, there's literally a charnel house with something moving and a
Really?
pile of corpses
Ooh.
down below. Maybe that's Runo. I don't know.
Oh
See,
dear.
You
I have
swing like
not.
that? I don't know.
Well, we should definitely do something about her wanting to possess your body, which means probably breaking that jar, or honestly, I don't think she probably cares what happens to your soul. So maybe just making...
No.
Why is she a ghost? Just... Vampires don't turn into ghosts.
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
I sure wasn't like an astral projection or something.
It
Why would
was
she
very
want her
ghost-like.
body if she had one of her... I mean, her original body was pretty hot as well.
I mean, I didn't
She-
see it. I don't.
She did say, "I'm tired of being dead." So,
Mm-hmm. See.
Well,
in so many words. I can't remember if that's actually what she said.
Very close.
Close. In so many words, yes.
I see. Well,
around. Is Felsic anywhere near us right now?
Well, I wanted to ask a question about something.
Mm-hmm.
You had mentioned there was a summoning circle in the room.
Oh, yes.
I was wondering if somehow I could use this circle to speed up my summoning of Cretan.
Give me an Arcana check.
This might be a happy, sad die, Felsic.
18.
18. Speed? No.
Bang.
Potency?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. I think we should remain here for an hour. We need a rest. Everybody needs a rest. Look at you. You're all hurt. I'm terribly hurt.
Uranus is on his last legs. He's bleeding a lot of amber fluid.
I think we need some time in this wonderful library.
You want to stay here in this library where a
Yeah.
ghost is trying to possess me
Definitely
for
the
an
same
hour?
place. It never took
And the cage just ran away.
you.
Yes, and what happens when it comes back?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It ran away.
Well, we'll make it run away again.
So this is a matter of Wolfric. He's not here either. Maybe we should rest for a moment to see if he returns.
Do we care?
Well, that is what they say you should do when your party gets split up.
Or we're a party now? Oh,
Well, a party of friends.
I don't know you.
Every day with every one of you is like a party to me.
What's your name again?
I'm Felsic. Nice to meet you, best friend.
Right. Are we serious right now, dearest?
I find it rather entertaining.
If you're entertained, I'll allow it.
I'm just happy to have company. It was rather dreary going down here alone earlier.
I mean, I came here with with Dex, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose if you wish to stay here for an hour, that we could do so.
I'm happy to push on. I wouldn't want your deceased family member to come back in the body of your friend.
Yes, but I think she needs, as long as we keep a good eye on Deck, just grab the waist, pull her a little closer. Like, I'm just not going to let you out of my sight. Or arm's reach, really. Darling, if that's alright.
No, that does not bother me in the slightest.
Wonderful.
I'll just be over here talking to myself.
Alright. He can do that for a bit. Maybe we should look around for the key to that cage. Maybe she kept it nearby in case it does come back, or we could maybe find this is a big area. It looks like she was here in the study. Maybe there's information we can discover.
That desk over there did have a rather interesting book that I wanted to see if I could find.
Well, alright, let's search the desk in the library, see if we can find a key or...
I will just caution I will ask for caution if possible.
Of
There are
course.
quite a few traps
Yes.
here,
Um,
everywhere.
before we touch anything, I am going to use, and I mage hand my bat, because my mage hand is a bat, and it's just the cutest thing. It's just summon, just like. Then he's gonna fly over to the desk, rifle around a bit.
DM, I have a question.
So you can
Yes.
stand away and open doors.
Okay,
Trade
so
those
in
to
my
yourselves.
notes here, I have that on the first swing it showed me a castle. Am I remembering correctly that it was a floating castle, or was it just like a castle on a cliff? Could I tell?
It was a large castle. You
A
couldn't
large
quite
castle.
tell if it was floating on a cliff.
Okay, okay.
And it was one you hadn't seen before.
It was
Right. I
larger
do
than
remember
any that you
that.
had seen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over with O's bat mage hand and visually take a look before I touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you all a question. Are you taking a short rest, or are you rifling through papers, searching, and other accoutrements?
I'm not gonna rest.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm gonna rifle through.
All right.
I would really love to rest, but I'm
Well,
busy.
you can rest or you can summon.
Choices.
It'd be potent. I'm sorry, I'm a bad influence. I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. So buff Cretan or life.
Sounds like Cretan.
Yeah, I can always live later.
We will get back to this choice later. Aramis, what are you choosing to do?
Aranis sits down with his back against the wall in line of sight of them, and he is resting as best he can.
I can live later.
Okay.
So
So-
Aranis prefers to live now.
You may roll hit die and
Oh,
recover
Thank you.
some hit points.
I might survive yet.
Mike,
Might.
so you're going to stay here and attempt to stay here for an hour.
Apparently.
Okay.
Enough rifling
cl-
through of the area and books and desks and maybe even the room adjacent to Felzik's taking like forever. They are good bait.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with advantage because Deck is helping you.
Ooh, I actually am
and this
proficient
will-
in investigate.
And this will signify the first half hour.
Okay. Okay, that's 16 advantage. 16 plus 5, 21.
Blackjack. We like blackjack. So, you find many things, just not the things you're looking for.
Okay.
This is a significant arcane library.
Mm-hmm. Also, if there's like the deed to the house anywhere, just take that too. Yeah.
Deed's not here.
Have a look. You know, it's part of the job. If she's
I-
dead, we were supposed to, make sure. So
I respect what you're looking for. I do. But that is not what you find.
okay.
This library is vast,
Mm-hmm.
and there is possibly a small fortune in wizard spell books here alone. An absolute treasure trove of arcane lore. Journals from also a number of magical practitioners and innovators. An absolute trove when it comes to concerns of necromancy, dark arts, dabbling in demonic cults, just a wealth of knowledge. and probably more pressing is that there are notes here that might tie back to the origins of the vampiric species. This is knowledge that usually only a very few are supposed to possess, and she is not one of them.
Just take that.
And you scored high enough to get possibly a curiosity strikes your eye.
Oh boy.
It is a book on forgotten gods.
Okay.
Do you rifle through this?
I mean, if it seems like we have the time.
Oh,
There's nothing
you
more
have
interesting.
a half hour.
Yeah. If we've already looked through everything, sure. If not, I'll just put it to the side for later. Like, look back at.
You think you're fairly thorough search of
Okay.
this room.
Mm-hmm. Put to deck. Look. A weird book.
Oh. Gods don't interest me.
Alright. I'll put it in my bag for later then.
Okay. Just if you decide to take a gander at it, just let me know.
Sure. Not right now though.
Okay.
It's Deck. I don't want Deck to be bored. She was probably really bored in a cage for a while, so you know.
Yes, just the most taxing.
I do take those vampire notes though too. I know it's now.
I don't find anything that resembles that book I saw.
Disturbingly not.
Dearest,
Yes.
while I was in that cage, you know, it was on a hook and it was swinging a couple times, and you know me, so you know I'm not insane.
You love swings.
When I love
yes,
swings,
also that.
But besides the point,
Yes.
at one point I was swinging, right? I swung up,
Swing
and when
so
I
well.
came back, there was this book on the desk, right? And it showed, was it like a projection or was it just pages on like a drawing on the pages?
The book was open. And it was almost like if a picture book and a hologram had a baby.
Oh, wonderful.
As
So like
this
pop-up book.
Yeah, almost like a pop-up, but also almost like a
magic
full
pop-up.
hologramic. Yeah.
Like an illusory pop-up book. I imagine those exist.
Yeah. So on the first swing, I came back and I saw it was the largest castle I've ever seen. I didn't
Really?
recognize it.
You've
And I'm
seen some
very
castles.
familiar. Yes, I'm very familiar with castles in the area. When I swang back again, the next time it was an hourglass that was almost out of sand.
Oh dear.
And then
like
on my
that.
on my final swing, the book was gone. And I have not been able to find it in our rustlings. So
Perhaps it's another little trap or something.
maybe it's just it has me uncomfortable.
I hate for you to be uncomfortable.
If you see anything that, and she'll describe, you know, what the book like, if you see anything like that, just point it
I'll
out.
let you know. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Right. Well, what's the room adjacent to this room? Like,
Go to the room adjacent.
I'm just curious. Little peek. Oh, if it's like an arched, if there's like a doorway, like we came into this room somehow. Like, what is this surrounding area like?
Like you go back out into the hall, and there is one other door
Oh.
for this level.
Ooh, that's not a great sign. I mean, granted, I bet the library is huge.
And then there's an archway down the hall that leads to the circular staircase.
Circular staircase. Do you want to open this door, Deck? I mean, like, should we open this door, rather? Not as if you want to do it.
I'm always for opening doors.
Alright, how about...
Let's do it carefully, because the last doors we approached, I ended up in a cage.
Yes. So, back up. Through into the library and mage hand. Little bat grabs the doorknob and... Dook. Imagine it's one of, like, the lever doorknobs and just...
Mm-hmm.
to see. Happens.
Pretty strong bat.
Again, it's up to 5 pounds of pressure.
Enough to open the door.
The door is open. And it's very dark. And though you have dark vision, it does not pierce this darkness.
Oh.
Would you like, shall I?
Oh, please.
Okay. I'm gonna cast light on my necklace again.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of step a little bit closer to the door. Not super close, but does my light...
I need to know.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this spell. Light. Bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20
So
feet. So I
40
get
foot-
within...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or,
I
yeah.
get within like 15 feet of the doorway.
Okay. Doesn't pierce the darkness.
There's nothing I can do for this.
I think this is just a very dark room.
Probably.
God, I hope the deed isn't in there. You know we're gonna have to find that, right?
Eventually.
Right.
I mean, if we burn the whole place down, can't we just write a new deed? Isn't that the way it works?
I
For the land?
think the family would prefer not to have the house burned to the ground.
Them and their damn rules.
They did say property, though, not house.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
The
it's
land
like-
is property.
that is true. Let's keep it in as the back pocket plan.
Fine, I suppose.
There's some acid damage in the foyer now. After all. And I'll just close the door with the bat hand.
Okay.
With my mage bat. I'll just mage hand. Mage bat. Mage bat, close the door.
Door is closed. And it is noted as closed.
Okay.
Back to the others then, I guess.
I suppose. Maybe they're done sitting,
Doing whatever,
summoning.
whatever
I don't
they're
know.
doing. I don't know.
I'm not summoning, I'm just talking.
As you respond, you finish your summoning. And
Credence is visible, right? Yes.
you do summon an entity. It
Oh,
does
God.
not appear to be Cretan.
Creighton?
I politely ask that you do not address me as such.
Oh,
I want you to think Terrence Mann in the finest suit of the Edwardian era.
okay. Well,
Handsome, sunken eyes fellow is standing before you.
I think I dialed the wrong number.
Practicing infernal magics without guidance. Fascinating.
Hello, friend. Meet my other friends.
I was like, is this one of your friends? You
We're-
seem
we're
to have
all
a lot of
fri-
those.
Why is there another person here?
Yeah,
Is everyone coming to this mansion?
I was bid enter.
I look, I felt
By
sick.
who?
Aha.
This is not not who I was expecting.
Hmm.
Who were you expecting?
Well, I have a friend. He's a bit unorthodox. He used to live in the hells.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you're from, sir?
I am a regular resident of the Hells, yes.
Oh, yeah. See, there must have been some cross weaving going on.
Well,
you
you
did-
are using a very potent summoning circle.
yeah, and someone
Oh.
else's summoning circle, not even your own. It's always dangerous.
Oh, it is. I see. Well, how are you? Do you like the Nine Hells?
I find them well enough. You may call me Bob.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Bob. I am Felsic.
Nice to meet you, Felsic.
Would you like? Would you like to accompany us? For shenanigans.
Someone's trying to possess me, and we're going to try and stop it.
A vampire ghost. Would you believe that?
Vampire ghost, strangest thing.
Weirdest. Bizarre.
He looks at the two of you for a moment with eyes that are very, very bright, even though they're sunken in.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks back to Felsic. So, would you like to bid me to come with you for shenanigans? Is that what you are requesting?
Well, or other things,
Well, I am an individual who's very much about the details.
Oh, I see. Yes, I know.
You're making a bargain with the devil, Felsic. Use proper term. Do you need a lawyer?
Well,
Is
very
I am very versed in law.
Oh, good. I see.
Very
Well-
careful about your wording, Felsic. I'm just like, sit down like, God, this man.
Crap. I was not planning on making a contract.
You should be used to it by now. You have so many.
Uranus was going to join in, and he saw this happen and was just like, I'll just stay over here where it's safe.
Uranus, for
Yes.
this burst of laziness and common sense, regain another hit die.
Oh,
It's worth of
wonderful.
HP.
Wonderful. I shall. Thank you.
As the summer court approves of your laziness in the face of the infernal.
Well, it wasn't that helpful, but it's something. So I'll take that. That was a terrible one to roll. All right. Nearly at full.
Okay. Shit. I bid that you help me and my friends survive this current predicament that we are in, which is what's our predicament?
Someone's trying to oust
Yeah.
my soul and
Yeah,
possess me.
dealing with a vampire ghost lady in this house full of traps and
Dealing
danger.
with a vampire ghost lady in this house full of traps and danger.
Yeah, the house is really our predicament.
Please.
So you bid me help you survive this house its threats, and its current owner.
Yeah.
From the dark corner, Uranus goes, and then tell him to leave when he's done.
Oh, and then you're welcome to leave when you're done. And everybody happy.
No open-ended statements.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with me and my work, I am someone who ran Changeling the Lost for a very, very long time. Contracts are the backbone of Fey society. And
Oops.
holding to the letter is something I am very keen on.
Oh, see, my warlock contracts are just the Apple terms of service with the word Apple changed to the deity's name or the patron's name. It's very binding. There's no way you're getting out of that shit.
There was a lot of wiggle room in this agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he steps out of the circle.
Hello.
Well, now. So, I take it you're not in a hurry to leave this place.
Not really. I hope you're okay with that.
Just makes things a little more complicated. That's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you were busy before.
Sorry. Love this. Or
Just-
feel sick.
Just smiles. You hear a small sound of whimpering in the corner of your brain that you associated with your imaginary friend. Just the slightest sound of, like, just the faintest whisper of, "Oh, we're fucking doomed."
Okay, that's good. So, I suppose we should be on our way then, everyone.
All right. Let's.
All of us. Wonderful. Uranus walks out. He's like literally not bleeding anymore. Looks more, he's a little bit put together. A little greener, better bark coverage.
I'd probably have a half smashed face, black eye,
Oh no.
bleeding from the nose.
I just have a
Now,
dagger wound.
I will say that there is an exit downstairs.
Well,
It
yes.
is a mighty fine exit. Leads out into the bay.
I would say that particular exit is currently guarded by something that's horrible and it's crawling around in a pile of corpses.
Most passages in and out at this point in time are guarded by terrible things. That is one of the least terrible, as you still have the chance to run.
Interesting.
That's pretty good advice.
Oh, Felzik, you still had the blueprints to this house? Do you mind if I take a look at those?
Of course. Yeah.
Wonderful. I look for like a vault or like a deed would be kept here notation.
You are looking for a vault.
Where one would put important legal documentations as to the ownership of the house. Yes. Paperwork.
Give me an investigation check with your casual declaration.
Yes, I'd love to. I make casual declarations are my favorite. Oh, and that 20!
I have news.
Blueprint memorized. Bam. It's all up here now. Yes.
There are at least 20 possible locations for your deeds.
Any more likely?
There are what appear to be secure or hidden rooms or locations
Mm-hmm.
scattered throughout this building.
Right. Any nearby? Start with the closest one.
Funny you should mention that. There is one just upstairs. It's rather large.
Okay. Maybe that's the secret library. Wizardry. Well, I do need to hit a vault on the way out. It seems there's like 20 of them. Hopefully, we can pick one that has the paperwork that I need sooner rather than later. Maybe Expelliarmus. I know that's not the right word. What's the word that they use? When they're like waving the sage and like the incense, they get the priest to deghost a house. What's the word I'm looking
Exorcism?
for? Exorcism. Yes, thank you. I don't know why that word was so hard.
I mean, Expelliarmus is sort of the same thing, but I mean,
I think the term is yeet.
Yeet.
With the other one, and then yes, there's exorcism or
Yes.
cleansing.
Yes. So we usually could exorcise the ghosts out of this house, but I just
so
need
you're not
some paperwork.
you're not going to destroy the creature that wants to inhabit your.
I mean, I
lady love.
would love to, but I do also need some paperwork while I'm here, since she's dead. You know, like last will and testament, that kind.
Well, Fezzik has brought a friend
Yes. He seems
who
to have
is
so
very,
many.
very loosely bound.
He is Bob.
Yes, Bob.
Bob. It is a pleasure for the moment, Bob.
I like to make new friends. I wasn't expecting Bob to be here, but I'm glad you're here, Bob.
I certainly hope you have no dealings with the Fae, Felsic. Your contracts are horrible.
I don't believe so.
Well, that's good. That's good. You wouldn't last very long. At least not as you are. Nah, I'm living proof. Look at me. I didn't do a very good job my first time either.
I just lean over to Deck and I'm like, that's why we don't make things.
So you have
deal
dealings
mortals.
with them?
Just like eating trail mix.
Oh, no, at
Yes,
a time, yes.
The signature. I made it. I make trail mix for Deck for when we travel. You know.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably get moving, though.
Yes. All right. Well, maybe she'll be in one of her vaults, looking around for special components to possess my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's my question. Where are we moving to? Do we know?
There's a vault. Like
Well, we did see a cat run off.
we
We
did
chased
also
the
Out of
see.
the room.
The cat had the jar.
Did.
The cage also went out of the room.
It
But I don't
did.
know. They
And imagine the cage would be easier to track than the cat.
Much.
Yes. Can we go to the hallway? Can I tell if the cage ran upstairs or downstairs? Because you can really only go up or down.
I think he went upstairs. I
The
think it's rather
cage
clear.
Went
But
upstairs.
it went upstairs.
Maybe the cage is following the cat.
level up then?
Level up.
Following you.
That sounds wonderful. A
All right.
vault of antiquities is just what I'm looking
A vault
for.
of who knows what, honestly. Let's go see.
What are you looking for, Felsic?
I'm a collector of sorts.
Yes,
I
but you're
I like to collect rare things.
like what?
Anything, really, that is unique.
Generalist, whatever.
And I have my shield out. And I have I offer Deck my arm that has the shield so we can like walk. Yes. Very dignified.
The hallways are rather large, so
Mhm.
you can go arm in arm. It's almost like there was plans at one point for there to be many people living in this manor as opposed to it being a death trap. But go up to the next floor. And as you walk onto this floor, there is but one door. I should say a set of double doors, rather large,
Mm.
kind of opulent.
Oh, this seems like a trap.
course.
Absolutely.
Hmm. Can I have a look at that?
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my
Yeah,
guest.
Back away from the
Uh-huh.
doors.
Yeah. Same.
I will look for a trap.
Okay. So investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure to check the hinges.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, no.
Looks clear.
No traps at all.
No traps on this door. We're good. I'll open it.
You open.
Yeah. Well, there's no traps. I mean,
It looks clear.
yeah.
And you open the door, and both doors swing open.
Hmm.
And then there's this sound as a series of braziers inside light, illuminating what appears to be a temple.
Oh.
Automatic braziers. This place is nice.
Leave the youth
What would
say
they think
lit.
of next?
It seems to be a temple of some sort. Let's see.
To whom? Of what?
Does I have to get closer to the altar? Something? Just a moment. Take a step.
Fezzik, perhaps you should ask Bob.
I don't know if Bob can go into temples. I mean,
I mean,
it
Bob.
really depends
Bob
on what's a temple too.
he looks like he's busy in thought right now. I wouldn't really want to.
It's your life, letting him sit there and plot your demise like that. I mean, that's fine. What's the point in summoning something if you can't sacrifice it at an altar?
Why would I don't want to sacrifice him? I like Bob. Then he's gonna slowly make his way towards this altar.
You walk in.
Mhm.
Nothing terrible at the moment happens, except that this room feels a bit on the chilly side. Has that specific smell of damp and stone mixed with a little bit of like salt air, and that this distinctive seaweed smell. It's all sort of intermingled. And no, you walk in. Things are very, very well made, but so far very plain, at least to the eyes, and this orange glow of low ambient light from the braziers. Noticing that the stone, as you get further and further back towards the altar, has a gradient to it of getting darker and darker. But yeah, we'll say you've stepped in 10 feet and nothing terrible has happened to you yet.
Kind of smells like the ocean in here.
I lean in. Does it look like Runo would love this room? Does this look like anything at any of the other Stormkirk houses? I mean,
Give
Runo
me
was
a
kind
history
of a
check.
I'm proficient in history because I'm noble. Let's see. Plus 5. 15.
15? Don't know necessarily Bruno's leanings.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen elements of some of the more plain design in this space on a book you just acquired.
Oh, lovely. You know, I think I've seen Deck. I think this might be a temple of one of the Pull out the book. Just like,
To a forgotten god.
yes. Do we
Mm.
care? I don't think the date's in there.
I mean, it doesn't have to look, does it?
What harm if it came from opening a book?
You
Sorry.
mustn't open the book. You mustn't read from the book. There we go.
Mustn't read from
Um.
the book, not out loud. Yeah. Sorry, we love the mummy.
Madam Stormkirk.
Love it.
Yes.
Is there any reason why a person of your family would be worshipping a lost god?
That is an excellent question.
I mean, could that be why she's dead but not quite
Oh,
deceased?
you knew? I suppose it's a possibility.
I'm just
Not-
wondering.
Not an awful idea.
And I've heard worse. Well, I guess we'll open the book. I'm not in the temple, I'm outside, but I do open the book. Felsick's the only one in the temple. I just did the
Yes,
lead.
at this moment, there is no one else in the temple.
At this moment.
At this moment. So, you open the book. Do you just like turn it to a random page, or are you going from the beginning?
Oh, I look for the table of contents. The index.
All right.
See if anything like rings a bell, you know. Because if
Well,
they're
nice-
like God of Flame and Destruction, I'm gonna be like, that's probably not the aesthetic we're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
So, I need you to give me a wisdom saving
Figured
throw.
you'd need me to roll a something. Thankfully I have some wisdom.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Plus 4, 18.
Didn't quite make it.
Oh, okay. You know. Could have been worse. Could have been better.
It could have been much worse.
Oh, okay.
Could have been much better.
Oh,
So,
I open the book and I get possessed by it.
no.
Oh, okay.
I want you to make an annotation in your notes section.
Mm-hmm.
Influence is at level 1.
Okay. Noted.
So, this book is fascinating.
Really.
Mhm.
I can't take my eyes off it. It's just so
Oh
interesting.
no! You can, but this is really intriguing. And yes, it mentions a number of different old gods, things that were worshipped far before vampires were a thing. Before angels, before all of that. Pantheons of deity, now long forgotten. Would you like to try and identify the symbol?
Well, I've got the book open. I might as well, right?
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. My investigation check's a little better than my wisdom save. So let's
Mhm.
see. That's an 8.
Well, I've got news.
Yeah.
You find the symbol, and you find another save. This time it's intelligence.
Oh, I find okay. Oh no. My intelligence save is not great. But at least I found the symbol, y'all. I feel like I'm playing Cthulhu all over again. Math. Don't think it's probably gonna be enough. That's a 17.
Swing and a miss.
Got a 15 instead of a 14 this time.
Mark influence at 2.
Oh boy, okay. It's kind of becoming a cultist, y'all.
Influence is now at 2.
Noted.
Or something.
The symbol, you do not
Yes.
have a name
Okay.
for this deity, at
All right,
least,
sure.
but there is a title, Lord of the Deep.
Okay.
It seems to be associated with seas and storms. An ancient, powerful deity.
All right. Noted. And that's all I needed. Close the book. Like, oh, it's just Temple of the Lord of the Deep or whatever. Oceans, storms, all that.
Why would it be labeled as a vault, though?
You know from the blueprints the vault is behind the altar.
Oh, the vault's behind. Well, the vault's behind the altar, Felzik.
Yes, I remember now, friend. I'm gonna go check behind the altar for a secret more.
So you rush further in.
I wouldn't say rush, but I do make my way there.
Saunter, just like, stroll right up on in there.
Would you say you're making your way at speed?
At my walking speed. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So you make it up, you make it past the gate that's before the altar, simple wooden thing. You walk up the steps to this raised dais which the altar is upon. And you get close to this bas relief, the very back, made of pure obsidian.
Okay.
The orange glow from the braziers playing across its crevices and surface. It's quite mesmerizing.
You all should come in here and have a look at this. It's very pretty.
Well, Felzik hasn't exploded yet. So, step into the temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Step into the temple. Just you put the book away.
I did. I
Right?
had to put the book away, yes.
Good to know.
Yes. Yeah, because I found out the name and I closed it and I stuck it back in the bag. Yep. A little satchel.
Yeah, that's good to know. It's very good to know.
I'm scared to open it
yes.
in here. Influence level 10. Assuming direct control. I don't know. I'm just... Yes. Oh, I see what you mean, Felzik. What a beautiful bas relief.
Yes.
Yes, it's a bas relief that has similar. It's a series of spirals.
Ooh, interesting.
It looks almost like one of those geometric shapes, fractals, keeps repeating over and over, however you cut it. And yes, by what says on the blueprints, the vault is behind this.
There must be some sort of button or something around here.
Yes, maybe like it's something you can push. Or I'll walk up next to Felzik. Do I see... Do I see, like, if it's one of those fractals, is there any, like, piece that's out of place that needs to be maybe rotated into place? Or anything that could be, like, depressed? I'd like to investigate this bas relief.
Oh, good.
Okay. Yeah.
Please investigate with advantage.
Oh, is this because I'm influential? Influential?
It may have just a bit to do
Oh,
with the
okay.
fact that you glanced in intrigue.
Okay. Well, let's see, 3 or 15 plus 5, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes, dirty 20, not 8.
So yes, there's a few. You find a few bits that you are right. They're just out of place.
Hmm. Scared. There's gonna be like a giant
With
sea
the
monster back
moving of
here. And Bruno's gonna be like right in
4
it.
stones. Before I continue, Uranus, Dagnari, are you still outside the temple?
I was going to ask that because I didn't want to be the only one outside. But if Dagnari was still standing there, I would stand next to Dagnari and we'd have small talk if possible.
Where's Bob?
Yeah, I
That's
was.
a great
Where is
question.
Bob too?
Bob has not been beckoned into the temple. Him being in a specific physical proximity was not agreed upon.
Yes.
Just service for survival. And is standing outside the temple, a good 15 feet away from the door.
Okay.
Bob's a smart guy.
Bob is smart. Bob might be the smartest one here.
See, the player in me is like, fuck no, I'm not going in there. But Deck would not leave Octavia in there with the stranger, so she's gonna be
Oh,
just
Felzic's a
inside
friend,
the door.
don't you know?
Best
No.
friend. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. She's just inside the door. Like
Okay,
within
just
5 feet. Within 5 feet of the door.
within 5 feet of the door. Good to know. Good to know.
On the
Uranus,
inside.
Yes,
Yeah. Are
I'm
you
standing-
outside?
I'm standing next to Bob. So Bob, his open-ended contract that he so poorly worded with you, it did say help us, which meaning all of us. So are we included in his bad contract?
In a broad, ever so slightly binding term, yes.
Right. So as long as we're not completely destroyed, you might be able to get out of that. That's well done, by the way. I mean,
As long as survival can be ascertained.
oh, that's well done there. That's yes. Not any chance of recovery, just survival of the immediate instance. So, wow,
Mhm.
that's now I know I can't rely on you, and that's good to know at this point.
We can rely on Bob. I trust him.
You can't hear that where you're at. And all right, Bob. I think I'll stay out here with you because you seem to have the right idea about this horrible temple.
Just like respectful nod. And
Just need this bloody deed.
and
Bloody ghost.
I just kind of toss into the temple. Just so you know, your summoned creature is not willing to enter. Keep that in mind.
Oh, all right. That's good, Bob. You stay out there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I tried, Bob. I really did.
and
Just shake
As
my
the
head as
piece-
I just.
pieces fall into place. Felsic, that whimper all of a sudden changes
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
in your mind.
What have I
Oh,
done?
that's beautiful.
Oh no.
As
I like that even less.
the spiral spins,
Mm-hmm.
and it spins inward, almost
Oh.
like a whirlpool,
Okay.
and then retracts.
Like an aperture, like a camera lens.
Yeah,
Cool.
but it also goes back.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes in, back, and then out.
That's cool.
And you hear those same sort of sounds.
Oh,
It's 4 braziers lined up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, good.
What's in this room?
Nice find, Octavia.
Huh. What the craftsmanship on that door was.
There's a lot in here.
Oh,
As,
I bet there is.
just strewn in a pile
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is a great number of coins,
Okay.
a few gems. There's a central pedestal on which sits a fairly large statue, about the size of the human torso on an average height man. We'll get to the carved relief if you decide to get close to it. And there's also another series of bookshelves with very old looking tomes. And there's a number of large clay pots along the back wall, arranged in size from the largest to going down to smaller and smaller. It looks as though they have been sealed with pitch. Do you step into this room?
Felsic sure does. Octavia scans it first, because, again, if there's no, like, paperwork, but if there's bookshelves, it means she has to probably look through it, so.
So,
She definitely looks before she enters, though.
yeah. Felsic, you walk in, and one of the things that you notice at the corner of your eyes is that there are 2 more pedestals flanking opposite side of the doorway, with other similarly torso-sized statuary. And in the pile opposite the pile of gems and coins, there is a neatly arranged pile of skulls of varying sizes, but they all appear to be human.
Yay! My favorite. Skull piles. Okay. Take a look at the statues.
Okay! Fantastic! Oh, you touched one to get like a better look?
Well, no, I'm kind of waving in front of the statue's eyes, seeing if it's looking at me. But apparently, I think it is.
So my warlock friend, I would like you to give me a charisma saving throw.
I do like those. 24.
You're fine.
Yay!
As you gaze upon this figure, in this relief, that it's interesting. It's almost like it has a crown, like a trident almost, etched on this large square bit of obsidian. And then it has like the ridged hood of the top of its head, almost like the back of a crab.
Okay.
And then further down are eyes And then further down still is looks like whiskers, and then a few of those whiskers then turn into long dangling tentacles.
Okay.
So a mixture of like what looks like hair, and then others are far more. There's more girth and length.
Yeah.
But yes, that is what you see on this particular statue.
Hmm. That's a creepy statue. I'd go back to doing what I was doing, which is go look at them books and find how to become mortal.
You're just going to open some random books in here?
Well, of course. How else am I supposed to learn?
What
We'll
else
put a
am I
pin in that.
supposed to learn?
We'll put a pin in that. We'll get to that later. Octavia.
Yes. Felzik hasn't burst into flames or exploded yet, so I will enter the room.
Yes.
I'm looking for paperwork.
Okay.
Like a nice deed to the house.
So, please, Lindy,
Yes.
one storyteller to another.
Uh-huh.
I want you to describe for us in detail
Yes.
how you go about looking for this deed.
Oh.
What you
well,
disturb
certainly.
in this room to search for this deed.
Well, the owner of this house has a bit of a reputation,
Mhm.
for being tricksy. However, I feel like she's too prideful to be a complete ass. So to speak. So I don't think she'd just be like, haha, I'm gonna put this singular piece of paper under this gold pile, they'll never know. Because also, if these were going to come in here, they'd probably come for maybe money. They're really petty. Or the spell books. So she wanted to keep important paperwork safe. She wouldn't put them with the commonly rated treasures. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Octavia's thinking. She's like, not in the gold piles, not in the books, because again, this is a very intelligent, smart woman who's a conniving vampire. A little bloodthirsty, yes, likes to play with her food, but also highly intelligent. Always gonna perform a soul ritual, read a lot of wizards' books. So, I'm looking around the room for places you could put an envelope, because I'm guessing, again, it probably wouldn't be a big or envelope or a scroll, that aren't the bookcase or the big piles of gold or treasure, maybe even a secret panel, because again, bloodthirsty vampire families, I'm sure properties are contested not unfrequently in certain families.
Okay, I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
An informed choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can get an investigation check at advantage, but
Oh,
you will have to
boy.
give me a saving throw,
Oh, okay.
or you can just roll investigate.
Oh. May I ask what kind of saving throw?
Charisma.
Let's just go with straight investigation. Javia's only somewhat charming. More than the average bear, but not nearly as... She's about as charming as she is intelligent. Let's just put it that way. So, let's go. 19 plus 5, 24.
24.
24. Good job, Di.
So, you do look it through the walls, trying to find some sort of
Walls,
crevice for
floor,
your
baseboards.
your deed, and You depress a stone in the back, which opens further in.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Uh-huh.
Opens a door. The hallway that this opens up into is very, very dark, and has a stronger scent of the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Anything, like, how dark are we talking? Can I see anything at all, or is it like a magical kind of darkness?
It might be magical, or it might just be super, super dark. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dark, like, parts of the ocean where light doesn't go.
See. Uh-huh. Tempted to light a torch or a candle. This is gonna be a weird question. Any other smells in here other than the ocean?
Little, just a hint of decay.
Oh, decay. Fun. You said it's really damp?
Quite.
Probably not a great place to keep paper. Unless it's in an oiled or whatever. I'll light a candle. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought about just walking straight into that room, y'all, but I'm gonna light a candle.
All right. You light a candle. It's still very dark. You put your arm with the candle towards the darkness.
Yep. Cast candle into the darkness.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. That's my best save. Watch me roll terribly now that I've said that. Nat 20 plus 8. 28.
You pull your hand back instinctually out of the primordial monkey brain.
Yes.
Or lizard brain just goes no as your hand touches water.
Oh.
And just immediately pulls back.
Okay. Like vertical water. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think the paperwork's in there. Find anything good, Felsic?
The unpin.
Hey, pull perhaps?
You were just rifling through these unmarked, non-numbered ancient tomes.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I study things.
Cool. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right. That's not so great. A 13. Oh.
Okay. That's good to know. That's very, very good to know. I need you to put open your notes section.
Yeah.
And I want you to annotate influence 1.
Oh no. Hey, Felsic, buddy. Welcome to the club.
It's 1. Yeah. This is a nice book.
All these books are very, very
So
nice.
nice.
They should. You think that they need to be taken care of? Maybe taken. There's nobody here except for the vampiric ghostly, and is she really taking care of these?
Yeah, she's not taking care of these. Look, they're just left here all alone in the dark. They deserve to be read. And I start just piling up the books.
Okay.
Okay. It's a strange thing, Felzik, as
Yes.
you start gathering all these books
Mhm.
and stowing them.
Yes.
Your backpack only has so much room, and yet all these books on this bookshelves have somehow fit into your backpack.
Oh, yes.
Your backpack isn't magical.
Well, obviously these books are magical.
Most definitely.
It must be the books.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Cool. Cool.
So this all takes some time. So Uranus, what are you doing as this happens?
Aramis is waiting for the screaming. That's really what he's waiting for, because so far nothing has worked out the way we hoped, and I haven't seen fire, flame, creature, nor heard screaming. So it's only a matter of time. So just sort of watching Bob,
Mhm.
watching the temple, watching Bob, watching the temple, listening behind us. That's all, really. Not going in there unless it's life or death of his new friends, specifically Felsic, his friend.
Yeah, the thing that you notice is Bob is just staring in there.
Unnervingly, like, is it an unnerving stare?
It is the stare of someone who knows something but is not going to share.
Oh no.
Has he backed up any from where he was standing?
No. He is. You would wager probably good coin that he is precisely 15 feet away from the entrance.
Okay. I'm just expecting him to suddenly take a step further back, and I want to be able to move with him at that same moment.
Okay. No.
Yeah. I've taken a bit of damage from the last few rooms we visited. I'm waiting for someone else to do the thing.
Technari, what's going on through your mind? What are you up to during this interval?
So room. I'm at the doors.
Mhm.
Then there's a dais.
There's a series of pews. Then
Mhm.
you go over this little like wooded gate where people would kneel, and then go up these stairs to this large stone altar, and then behind that is this large bas relief that then just kind of went
Opened. Yeah.
and they went in there.
Yep.
Can I see them from where I'm at?
Oh no.
I'm gonna go up to dais.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see them now?
You can see them. However, crossing a certain threshold, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Okay, we're gonna go with the cloud dice. I rolled a 2 for a total of 5.
5 is a wonderful number, a delightful
It's
number.
Great number.
It's good and round.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
Yeah.
So a series of things are going to happen. You might want to take some notes.
Yep.
So yeah, angelic blood has some pretty hefty prices to pay, especially on Innistrad. And in the presence of things older than angels, blood has a way of stirring. And you're present and then you're not, as your mind's eye turns inward, almost ancestral memory, to white wings, then tipped in red and black. A shadow fleeing across the darkness. A sudden flame, feeling a sensation of pain, bleeding a lot. Feeling of betrayal. Feeling of deep, deep loneliness. And then everyone hears it as you let out a primordial scream.
Oop.
Uh-oh.
That's when Bob takes a step back.
Aranis takes a step back as well. It took longer than I thought.
Uh-huh.
So, I know what Aranis has done. I know what Deknari is doing. Felzik, Octavia, what are you doing?
Haven't finished getting the books.
We're going to play a little game.
Yes.
High-low. I want you to roll me a percentile die.
All right.
Low is always good. High is bad.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll see here.
Do the rules.
35.
What?
35.
Yes, you have completed your goal.
Yes. Aha! I think.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well then, since I have completed my task, Octavia, we have to go. Come on, friend.
Yes. I heard my girlfriend scream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, but I'm not going to turn around and then go. I'm going to back up and then turn around and go. That's straight water in front of me.
As you step out of the
I'd back out of the
chamber.
I was going to try putting a skull from the very tastefully arranged skull pile. I was going to try eating it in there, but now I'm just going to go after my girlfriend.
As you leave
It up.
this small little vault chamber, everything closes behind you.
Oh, I know the button. It's fine.
And you make your way with haste as Deknari has fallen to her knees at the dais by the altar.
Decker, you're right.
Can I respond?
A moment, the pain and the fear subside as the woman you love's voice echoes through and brings you back to here and now.
Deck.
The Felsic's right behind her. Oh yeah, are you okay? Best friend.
What happened?
I had wings. And there was a shadow. And then I was in pain and alone and I don't know what that was.
Well, you're not alone, and I smooch her right on the mouth. I'm here for you.
Oh dear God. I think that kind of like shocks Deck back into herself and yeah, I don't know what that was, but it hurt a lot.
Well, we are in a temple, I suppose. It might not maybe get compatible with yourself.
Yeah.
And it's at this moment that all of a sudden Bob just, without moving anything but the hands, just cupping them, goes, "This is the part where we run."
I listen to Bob, and I help her up, and we start moving.
Yeah, just
Which,
move.
I'm like move speed 40 feet. You're like 45. So I think, like, we just fucking book it. We just go.
Mhm.
Sorry if you're slower, Felzik. No? We're all
I don't
fast.
think so.
Wonderful.
Well,
Gotta run fast.
I fly.
You fly.
You fly.
Okay. Now, I have a series of questions which I'm going to need answers for. 1. Do you follow Bob?
Yes?
Bob's a trusted friend of mine. I just summoned him today.
Mhm. So you're following Bob. Or is everyone else following Bob?
Deck will go where Octavia goes.
Octavia, are you following Bob?
I think we follow Bob, but maybe behind Felzik. Since he's flying, he's so much faster.
Uranus, are you following Bob?
Not initially. But when everyone else follows Bob,
Perfect. I didn't want to be the last.
yes, Uranus is pulling up the rear.
I feel like there are worse things than following Bob. Could there be better? Possibly, but
I'm not sure. I had a conversation with Bob. I'm not sure which would be worth it this time.
yeah, yes.
Okay, so it sounds like 2 of you aren't following Bob closely. Or is it 3 that aren't following Bob closely?
I just want to be like 5 feet behind Felzik. Like that's.
I'm keeping up
Okay,
the best
so
I
not-
can, but
not-
I'm not as fast as they are.
Like if we all had to squeeze through single file, I'd be right behind Felzik, but not in front of Felzik. If that.
If you were squeezing, you could be 3 abreast in the stairwell.
Mm-hmm. I think my reflexes are quite good. Maybe next to Felzik. I don't want to be in front of Felzik, basically. If I need a hard stop, and let Felzik become whatever food that's possible. But I also don't want to be way in the rear. Middle is the safe spot.
That's me.
Yes.
Uranus, you're taking up the rear. So 1 person is not following Bob closely.
Correct.
And that is...
I think Deck would probably be kind of like at the halfway point between Octavia and Uranus, whatever distance that is. So not super close, but not super far away, kind of in the middle.
We will say that 2 are not following Bob closely.
Okay. How to find out which is bad, or which is worse, rather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think both are bad.
Yeah.
Bob is moving at speed down.
Down.
Oh,
Do
Yes.
we hear anything that Bob is running from?
It takes a bit
Uh-huh.
as you make your way closer and closer to what you're knowing is the last sub basement.
Uh-huh.
You hear this odd mechanical whirring sound.
Oh.
It's sort of like if knives were being used on wheels that were rolling down a stone staircase.
Okay, so the Indiana Jones boulder, but if it was a porcupine made of knives. Yes.
Like it sounds heavy, industrial. There's also a bit of heat for those taking up the rear.
Oh, like the cleaners from Labyrinth.
Like steam. Very hot steam. There's a smell of, that smell of steam that comes from like a steam boiler?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's that sort of smell that's trailing after you. As you are making your way to the lowest level, to which
Boy.
Bob just dashes on through. So go ahead, Uranus Steknari. Can you give me dexterity saving throws, please?
Oh, sure. Oh, thank goodness. 19 plus 3 for 22.
That's very good.
Thank you. I finally had a good dex roll.
I'm just seeing.
But now will dex roll be a good dex roll?
That is a very important question.
I'm guessing by that look on her face.
Well, I rolled a 5, but I have a plus 8. I have a plus 8, so maybe a 13.
13's not quite there.
Yep. I have evasion, if that counts in this
Have evasion if that counts.
I will give it to you this once. So go ahead and roll again.
Well, it doesn't.
Just,
Is that how?
just halves the damage
Yeah.
if you
Just
fail.
halves.
If you
Oh.
succeed, you don't
Yeah.
take any damage. Yeah.
Right.
That wasn't a success. This isn't. Well, there is some damage. I'm not going to lie, but it's more the effect that's the problem.
That's okay. I had to ask.
As what seems to be this weird mechanical construct has made its way down. It is large. The wheels on its sides are bladed. It makes absolutely no damn sense. Because, I mean, these blades would dig into the earth and are skittering off stones here. It shouldn't work, but yet it holds together. The blades not dulling, not shattering. As these whip-like corded arms wrap around Deknari and drag her into the body of what looks like a very elaborate Iron Maiden.
Dak, darling.
Nari was
What?
ahead of Uranus.
Yeah, and got snatched.
Is it possible for me to try and grab her and pull her free as I'm running past? It would be obvious that she was being grabbed.
You can try, but at a cost.
At a cost of being mincemeat as well. Uranus would try. What would you like me to roll?
I want you to give me an athletics test, please.
Athletics. Oh, that's just not one of my strong suits, but that's fine. We're going to try. Merely a 15. 13 plus 2.
15's the number you needed.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right on the nose. And so, Deknari, you feel yourself being dragged away as Uranus grabs hold and snatches you out of the grasp of this terrible mechanical beast and pulls you forward.
Thanks. I run.
It's horrible. Might I also do one other thing?
What's that?
Can I do a wild shape?
Not yet.
All right.
So you're moving forward, and I'm a fan of film. I let it be known. And I'm a big fan of Young Frankenstein. It has wonderful nods to the universal classics. And there is this overly perilous staircase that does not live up to any OSHA code, that you are all descending at speed that then curves along this central pillar and then leads out onto what you can see ahead is this cool cave floor, and you can see the dancing of moonlight on water further down and ahead. There's also this terrible smell. On top of the sea air and whatnot, there's the smell of decomposition. Okay, it's very distinct. Quite nauseating.
Does it smell like that little room, Decay and Ocean, but on a grander scale?
The decay is far greater than the ocean part.
Noted.
And I am going to call for one last test.
No. Oh, no. It's so bad, please.
I'm going to give you a choice. You can give me an acrobatics or athletics, as this is your last-ditch effort to escape.
I'll roll out acrobatics.
I'm also gonna go acrobatics.
Let's see.
Math.
23. I am dexterous.
My luck has finally run out. Natural 1. +3 for 4.
Ooh.
Good to know.
21.
Blackjack, excellent.
Darn.
Felzik,
22.
21, 22, and 23. Oh my gosh. Sequential
May I
numbers.
ask a simple question as I'm trying to save my hide? I am
Yes.
familiar somewhat with this room because it is one of the first places I went when I came down here.
oh, quite.
So if it's about dodging what's in the room, perhaps I know somewhat of the layout of the land. If it's dodging the thing behind me, well, then I'm just a porcupine.
It's not dodging so much. It's more just how quickly are you moving and coordinated. And at this point, you are slow on the wet stone ground. You are not entirely screwed yet. As your three companions burst forth, sloshing into the waters of the bay, you turn your head looking up for the maiden, but she is not what is barreling down on you now. Instead, you see what was underneath that massive pile of corpses.
Oh, fun.
Part of the reason why I agreed to this entire game is I'm a massive fan of Magic the Gathering, its cards, its lore. I play it regularly. And what is behind you is a grave titan.
Excuse me?
Yes.
All right, well, you know.
Fuck.
Oh. I just Googled it. It's unsettling.
It rises up from this massive charnel pile.
Oh.
Corpses falling off
Falling out
of
of
it.
it.
As it lurches forth towards you. Now, in this moment, you hear a voice in your head. It's a familiar voice. It's Bob's voice.
Oh.
So, I can save you. not. This isn't for you, Felsic. This is her on this. I can save you, but you have made it very clear you are particular about the wording of arrangements. Do you want to take your chances, or would you like my help?
Well, of course I'd like your help, Bob.
Pardon me, you're interrupting my call, Felsic.
Oh,
I'll be on my own. Thank you. I have enough contracts to deal with on my end. If I die, then so be it. Part of service. Thank you, though. Don't be too hard on Felsic.
And so I am going to roll damage now.
All right. I explode.
Not yet. We'll see how much you actually heal.
Aren't you glad you were the only one who took a short rest?
I am quite glad because I know how I've been rolling this
Yes.
game so far. I need as much help as I can.
Don't worry, at least you're not influenced.
Oh, it's
Not
a little
yet.
influence between friends.
Okay. Oh, good.
Good.
Again, I like to represent certain damages based upon the card. So I get to roll all these dice.
I don't like the sound of that.
No, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I
I
don't
hate
think
Grave Titans. I love them, but I hate them.
So you take 26 damage. Are you still standing?
Oh, yes. Let me see. That would bring me to. I am not at half. I am above half still.
Now give me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Constitution saving throw. Oh, it was an 18 for a second, but instead it's a 9. 5 plus 4. Even these CGI dice like to toy with me. It was sliding. It said 18 on the top, and then it just goes dink, 5.
Oh,
Okay.
Taunts
And
you.
so with that, I get to roll some
More.
of my favorite dice, but they are the least loved in all of D&D, and those are
Oh, that's
D12s.
D12s. Yes, you mentioned that last week. That's a big damage die.
So you take 19 necrotic damage.
Ow.
Death
Um,
touch.
Okay, so that would be 19. That would give me 22. That drops below half, and I will allow my necklace to activate. So I am wreathed in flame at this point. Just like in the darkness, you just see fire surround Uranus. It looks like he's burning, which is kind of weird for a tree, but he doesn't seem to be damaged by it. Well, he's damaged by the thing behind him.
yes, yes.
Yes. And don't get to roll for the zombies yet, but now it is your go.
It's my go.
Yes. What would you like to do?
Where am I standing right now?
You are standing at the base of the stairs, about 30 feet away from possible freedom.
Oh, I didn't even get to the water. Wonderful. Okay. That
Just turn into
It's
a
problematic.
turtle and jump. Just.
Well, if I was in the water, it was going to be seahorse time. I'm outie. But unfortunately, that is not what's going on here. I don't even think I have anything that would be useful in this particular. Wait. Yeah. Oh, maybe. I will just take the dodge action I mean, I'm not dodging. I'm going to disengage,
There you go.
and I am going to head towards the
Okay.
water. That is what I'm doing. I'm disengaging and heading towards the water. And I do believe I have bonus actions. And I think, oh, you know what? This is one of those times you just say, fuck it. As a bonus action, I'm spending the last 5 of my Balm of the Summer Court die to restore HP. So that's 5d6 HP to myself.
Fantastic.
5. All right, so that's 17, and I get 5 temporary HP.
Very good. And now I believe I have to roll a number of saving throws for these guys in order for them to even hit you.
That is correct. That saving throw would be a DC 17 Wisdom.
Okay, well, first the zombies. They do not make it, surprisingly enough.
All right. They take. Are you want to roll the damage or wait till you're done?
Wait till I'm done.
Okay.
The Titan, surprisingly enough, makes it.
Oh, that's problematic.
So the zombies take damage, if I remember correctly.
Yes. First damage will be the psychic damage,
Yes.
which is 3d4. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be 9 psychic,
It's not bad for 3d4.
Pretty good.
and the fire damage, which is also 3d4. 7 fire.
So these zombies just in purple flame. They are lit and wandering about, as zombies are wont to do. But the Grave Titan gets to attack you.
Yes.
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, good.
No, not good.
Oh, no, very good, very good.
It's one of
Very
those
good.
attacks.
And so, that was almost max.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Yeah,
14.
it's not sounding too great.
So that's 30 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. All right, I am still standing.
And now make me that Constitution saving throw.
All right. 20. 16 plus 4.
You make it, so you don't take any of the necrotic damage.
Oh, that's good.
And it's back to your turn.
All right. You said I was 30 feet from the water, so I'm now at the edge of the water, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. It's just me disengaging and we're getting further out in the water. I don't have an action to turn. Well, hold on. Yeah, it is an action to turn, and then I'll be hit again and die. So trying again, I will disengage and then head deeper into the water. Yes, Teknari.
Oh, I was just going to ask, how far are the rest of us from him? Can we assist at all?
Not in this moment, as you are all running in a panic. If this
Not
last another
looking
round, then
behind.
maybe.
Mhm.
Oh, this is probably the last time.
But you rush forward into the water, and I will roll for the Grave Titan one more time. And 2, even with its save, will not make it. So, but the damage you will deal will not kill it, but it does not attack you in this moment.
Unfortunately, and I can't believe I'm doing this, passing makes him immune to the effect.
Oh, well,
So he is not affected by it this turn. So he gets to swing freely.
one last attack for old times.
Yes. Old time's sake. One.
That one.
My, oh
Ooh.
my goodness.
I am not joking.
I know.
Okay.
Holy
dice have
hell.
spoken.
I have 9 health currently, and that would have been the end.
Go.
Holy hell.
Just go.
Wow. Okay. Damn. So, yeah, swings, misses, and you are free from the manor.
Seahorse gone.
So, in a bit of a cinematic moment, the majority of you come to a nearby shore. Deep, deep down from the cliffside near the manor onto a beach. Bob there, his clothes surprisingly not wet. Not a single
That's
thing out
not
of place.
surprising. Please.
Rude.
Oh. Whew. Oh, does everyone make it? All right. That was a tough.
Where's the tree?
You see a
A little wooden-looking seahorse.
you see a greenish colored a green and brown seahorse kind of limp up towards the shore, and then it just morphs into a very, like, I imagine that first failed con save, that necrotic energy probably left quite a mark on what is a very vibrant and living looking tree-ish person. I mean, his face is still humanoid and he has the he's still in the form, but he is racked with like black spider webs through the bark and through the leaves, where it looks like he's been infected by something, and he just kind of falls on the beach. That wasn't pleasant.
Hey, let me help you. And I'm gonna essentially help him to his feet and use my shit. I just had it. I'm sorry. Wait. I have an ASMR thing where I can heal, right?
It's a simple thing. It's part of your.
Oh, yeah. Healing hands. So you get 7 hit points back.
Well,
because it's my level.
Yeah, the ASMR one. Yeah.
Thank you. That was.
Yeah. Thank you for not letting that machine eat me.
I figured we were all going the same direction, so.
It's appreciated. And if I was closer at the end, I would have helped.
I
Sorry.
slipped. It's all right. I had an opportunity to use Bob, and I decided not to, and probably was a poor choice, but safer in the long run for survival, I think.
Well,
Most likely.
Bob did warn us. Thank you, Bob.
You're very welcome. And now that you've all survived the manor and are free of it, I believe I have your leave.
Well, what do you do on vacation? What do you like?
I don't know.
Free
I've never had someone word a contract where I just get to leave before. So I think I'm going to just travel. Have a good look around.
Oh, thank you, Bob. Have fun.
I'd like to think we're on good terms, Bob.
I have a feeling we'll see each other again.
Oh, I have a feeling.
Try not to use the word terms. That's poor choice.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Won't be next time you meet him, I'm quite sure.
I don't know. I feel like we were very nice to Bob.
Well,
Farewell.
I did-
Have a pleasant vacation.
Nice
I'm
talking
sure-
with you, Bob. I hope you have a pleasant vacation.
kind of interrupted what he was doing by accident. I mean, I was the rude one here.
That's why I'm sure he'll see you again.
Degnari, are you all right? I look over Deck. How does she look? How banged up? How bruised are you?
I've only been hit once, so she actually doesn't look that bad.
You look pretty good, is what you're saying?
Yeah, baby. No.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course you do. But like,
yeah.
you know.
I'm very wet.
Oh, so am I.
And seawater, wet.
Yeah, so am I.
And that is it. Probably bruised.
Yeah.
And that's
I was looking better before you threw a dagger at me.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we need to go right back into the manor right now. I think it's
I'm sorry.
we've ascertained.
You
no, I'm
want to
saying
go back?
I don't
Yeah, you
think
wanna
we
go
need
back?
to. We've ascertained
Okay.
the state of being of the owner. More Wulfric though.
What happened to him?
Oh, that's right. We left him in
I
there.
wonder if she decided to like use his body instead.
Possess
because, you
him
know-
instead.
Yes, because everyone else left.
Oh, my other friend.
Like I'm sure. Look, he's a werewolf. I'm sure he'll howl his way out of whatever situation.
What was he?
Yes.
Probably left us. I mean, honestly,
Probably.
chasing
Listen.
after Bruno.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
we have
I wanted to
back
keep
in
an
there.
eye on him due to that, but well. I think we'll give a
We-
report.
We're in Nephalia, right? Because she's the scourge of Nephalia. Okay.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Was
Maybe was still might be as a ghost.
Who knows?
Maybe perhaps we go into town and get in and get dry because this is bad for Velvet.
It is bad for Velvet. We really should get you some shift weave, darling.
Please.
As that, I'll just mutter my own word, and my outfit will just change to something that looks different and drier.
So we're actually going into a town.
Well, I mean, we could camp out here and see if Wulfric shows up, but
Please
No. I mean, if that's what you wish to do, I'll just have to make certain preparations. It's
have you thought about a deep
Do
hooded
you-
cowl?
Yeah, have you never been into town before?
no. You see him kind of tap his chest, and you see like these. They look like tattoos. They look like they were within the bark.
Mhm.
They kind of like start to fade, and then his form sort of changes, and he takes on the form of a human with like
Oh.
kind of flowing brown hair, a bit of a unkempt beard, tanned, blue eyes, dressed well. It's just a seeming. I just don't like
Yeah.
to scare the locals.
Understandable.
Interesting.
That's him activating his needle.
Hmm.
Well, you see, I think it'd be terribly devastating to leave our wolf friend behind, yes?
Would it?
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Didn't say anything.
Oh,
Probably-
aren't we all just the greatest friends and should stay together through thick and thin?
I don't know you.
Well, then we should definitely take the time to get to know each other once we are all together once again.
Right. A mug of ale at an inn this evening. What say you all?
Yes, please.
I'm sure
And-
Wulfric is already there waiting on us.
If he's
He
if he's
can
a
track
werewolf,
us down. He knows what we'll smell like.
He can find us.
Worst case scenario, I mean, Wulfric finds us and he's just possessed by, Jeleva.
Aramis
best case
walks up, puts
scenario,
his arm
He's
puts his arm
Wulfric.
around Felsic. It's like, let's go, friend. It'll be fun.
Yes, I'm sure the wolf will be fine.
I mean, if you want, you could leave a note, just paper airplane it in.
Yes.
Paper bird.
Maybe not. If there is a creature in there that wants to
There
inhabit
is.
your
That is
lady
true.
love.
You could just say, Wulfric hit you up for a pint sometime. Your best friend. You doesn't have to say anything else. He'll just know,
Yes, a note.
Or you could
You
just
know how to
let,
write, don't you?
Hmm?
You know how to write, don't you?
You do know how to read. I
But
assume.
just because you can read doesn't mean you can write.
Well, I do know right, but I don't have the proper tools to do so right now. Does anyone have a pen?
pull out a pen and parchment.
There you are.
So kind. I'm much more comfortable this way. And yeah. Guess we'll go to the inn-ish.
So do you stop at the first inn you all find?
How do I know how far the nearest town/inn is?
Again, town's not too far.
Mm-hmm.
Again, but the houses around here,
Yes.
like the manor's towards the top of this cliffside, and then it just cascades all the way down.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, maybe not the first tavern we find. Do I know of a good tavern? I travel a lot for work.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Just
Oh
a straight
boy,
intelligence.
just a straight int.
Yeah.
That'll be a 10 for intelligence.
You for the most part haven't stayed here. Like
Fair.
you have been many places, but this place, because of
Nathalia.
Jeleva has a reputation. Well, not just Nathalia, but Jeleva has reputation, and as the Lord here, and just it's not really a place that people visit.
Visit. Noted.
Yeah.
Noted. Cool. I will just go to one that looks like it might not have as many lice.
Happy sad die time.
No.
Oh, I'm not going to reveal that.
Okay.
And so you come to the Mistlock Shade
Mm-hmm.
Inn. It is relatively early morning at this point. And you walk in, and the individual that's running the inn is just there, sitting behind desk, awake, looking through a book. Oh, visitors. Fantastic. Hi, I'm
Hello.
Iggy. How may I help you? Yes.
Rooms?
Rooms.
Perhaps.
Full?
Oh, 3.
3. Okay.
Make it 4. We have a friend that will be joining us soon.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes.
Can I see what Iggy was reading?
You don't have many languages you're proficient in, are you?
I actually have a bajillion, but none of them were on D&D Beyond. So, I could tell you how many I have.
Okay.
I was like, there's just not supposed to pick them. So, there's 2, and then, 3, go to my background. 4,
Okay.
5.
Lovely. Are any of those celestial or sylvan?
Ooh. Yeah, would Decnari have taught Octavia any Celestial? I feel like that's the question here.
Probably very basic.
Okay. So we could, like,
She's not
talk
much
in
of a-
Celestial if we needed to in front of certain people to maybe not.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, like, a rudimentary. And a conversational, perhaps? Conversational Celestial?
Mhm.
Not, like, scholarly Celestial levels.
But
But not Sylvan. I don't think she'd know. Would not be interested.
you recognize certain symbols,
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot discern what he is reading.
Just Just elbow deck, looking out to the book.
It's a book. Oh, I'm gonna
It's a book. I love that.
yeah.
Just like, ugh.
Yeah, so you like elbow deck and she'll just like tug on her earring and you hear in essentially message, yes, the book.
What's it called?
I'm not the one reading it. Fine. Can I take a look and see if I recognize the title of this?
This innkeeper
Are you just
weird.
barging over and looking, or are you trying to do this on the sly?
On the sly, please.
I'm just, I'm just saying,
Okay.
that, like, this
I am a
innkeeper's
courtier. I
really,
know how to be sneaky.
he's
Well,
really
well,
chipper for early
you-
Innistrad day. That's weird.
You've been through a lot, so I'm going to have to make you test this. This is stealth.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I have a
You're pretty
decent
stealthy,
stealth,
right?
So I have a +8 for a 16 plus 8.
24.
Thank you.
Yeah, you sort of creep over and look, and you can't read the words. You see letters that you recognize, but you cannot read the words.
Okay.
I think she notates this and then looks back at Octavia and just
Shrugs. Tavia notes that and goes, yes, 4 rooms for a friend who's catching up. And drinks, if you have them?
Oh, certainly. We have many forms of beverage. You look like you've had a rough time. Do you want something to wake up, or maybe help get you to an early rest? Oh, late rest.
Each voice seems sus. So she looks at Deck to see if Deck has a preference.
I would like a hot bath.
Mm.
And I think a cold drink would be nice. Doesn't matter what it is, just cold.
Oh,
If
okay.
possible.
Yes, we can arrange that.
Thank
Price
you.
range? Cold beverage?
Not cheap, but not top either.
Mid-range.
Okay. All right. And for any of you, anything else special?
An iced honey milk, please.
Do you have anything from a berry? Something bright, tasty, sweet.
I think we might have some old cherry ciders in the basement.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Red wine?
Seize your fangs. Do you want wine or wine?
Oh, if you have the other, I would take that as well.
We have very diverse clientele. Okay.
Wonderful.
Wine.
I hope you don't mind me asking. What were you reading there? It looked quite interesting. You were quite
I love how Deck and Octavia are like, on the
quite
sly,
into
what's
your
he
book
reading?
there, and I
Well,
always
it's
do
just-
enjoy a good read myself. And,
Oh, it's my journal. It reminds me who I am.
oh, and who might you be again?
I'm Iggy.
No, beyond Icky, that you need reminding.
Do you forget who you are often?
It's complicated.
I understand
That's
that.
fair. That's fair.
I do. Interesting script.
You don't just want anyone being able to read your life story now, do you?
Well, I mean, what's the point in writing it down if you don't want someone to read it?
Depends.
I
Some
want to be
point.
able to read it. I don't need everyone being able to read it.
Mm. Now, I have a question, DM. In this world, the difference between Sylvan and Druidic, as some people is crossover occasionally between those two. I wasn't sure.
It is as different as modern English is to old with the E English.
Mhm. So there's some recognition of shape of words, but not necessarily. Okay. And he'll just nod, go sit down and rest because he's literally beat.
Okay. Keys to your rooms. You have the first 4 on the left upstairs. Bath is at the end of the hallway upstairs. He's
Perfect.
being drawn. Do you want food and drink down here or brought to your rooms?
I'm
I'll
going to
take
sit in
my-
the common room.
Common room. Okay. What's done here?
There's what he's in the common room.
No, I mean, you could come down after your baths.
It might take a while.
I expect so. You can't keep your hands off each other.
Why would we?
Have you
I
seen her?
see.
Common decency.
We are
Please.
that. Okay.
We are neither common nor decent.
Go about your business. Not money.
Felsik is going to read some of his new literature if he actually has some.
Okay.
Of course, I mean, they're really interesting books.
We're gonna get cleaned up. And drink
I am
some
going to roll the
beverages.
happy sad die again. I am not going to reveal what that was.
Okay.
Okay, so as you're reading, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
On save. That's right.
Yes.
I think I have advantage on these actually because I have resilience, which was good because I rolled a 5 and a 14 plus 7. 21.
Good. Very good. You open one book whose script you cannot read.
Oh,
You get a little feeling of a tear forming in the corner of your eye. You wipe it away and it's blood.
oh. That's strange. Maybe I should put this one down.
Adonis looks quite concerned at Felsik across the table from him.
Oh, are you all right?
I was going to ask you that. You're crying blood.
Yeah. That's out of the norm for me.
Perhaps you should take a rest from your books.
You're right. I have other things to do. I'll be in my room.
Oh, you're leaving now too.
Oh. Well,
We're going to wait for the ladies. Enjoy our drinks and get to know each other. That was what you said. We should get to know each other at the inn, but you said it much more aggressively.
oh, yes. Yes, we should get to know each other at the end.
Why do you grit your teeth when you say that? It's
It's just a tick.
mm, I feel like my passive insight is tingling at the moment.
I would be so happy to have a few drinks with you.
Oh, I don't have to have a lot. I'm just a drink or two and chat. I mean, we were just in life and death situations. There's a bond. Survive things like that for most people.
Of course.
Everyone, as Iggy sets down your drinks.
Thank you, Iggy.
Thank you very much.
To your health.
Yeah.
Aronis is sipping his. It's just more for flavor.
As Iggy sets your drinks down, you both notice as Iggy, once it's certain that the ladies are most definitely upstairs, just pulls out a wand, waves it once, and then puts it back in a wand sheath on his belt.
Now, were we able to grab our drinks and then go upstairs?
Yes.
Yes. Do I get any HP from this red wine?
Oh, the special red wine.
Yes, just out of curiosity.
I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
The wine can give you hit points back,
Uh-huh.
but in exchange, you get to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll just bite Deknari.
I mean, it's up to you.
It's true. A Constitution saving throw?
It's wine. Wine.
Wine. You know what? Sure,
Wine.
let's do the con save. I don't want to have to bite Deknari unless I have to. I mean, she's very
Okay.
sweet. I do enjoy some good
Quite.
Deknari vintage every now and again.
Quite.
All right, let me make my con save. Come on, dice. Oh, 19. Plus 3. 21. 22. Math.
That's good news.
22. Okay. Good job.
Now, since you've done and taken this devil's bargain,
Yeah.
I will give you the better news.
Okay.
This, if you just have the glass,
Mm-hmm.
that's D8.
Okay.
If you finish the bottle, that's 2D12.
Okay. Well. Feel like just a glass. Because
Okay.
just enough to basically I want to negate that dagger a little bit.
Sorry.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Just a wee
Just a
bit.
little bit. Just
Just
you
a
know,
wee bit.
she's not a full vampire. She's only still a little bitey, you know, if I need to be, but oh good, a 7. That's definitely helps. Whoop. Just lovely glass, you know. Yes. Just a nice relaxing glass of wine in the tub.
Wine.
With Deck, yeah.
I definitely put my clothes out to dry because they are not dry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that.
No, these are important things.
Yeah.
I just fold mine up and put it next to the tub. I have magic cloth. I have
You
5
do?
outfits in one, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah.
So, you ladies enjoy a bath.
We do. It's a great
and
time.
your beverages.
Yes.
No noises from upstairs, fellas. Absolutely none.
None.
Nope.
Especially after that silent spell.
Yes. And if we notice we're silenced, it's like, hey.
There's no noise from downstairs.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah. We have a great time. We come down maybe like an hour or 2, like an hour later.
You do notice that when you get out of the tub, Deknari, your clothes are completely dry.
Okay.
They also look like they've been ironed and pressed.
Okay. I'm just gonna check them and make sure they're fine.
Oh, perfectly fine. Even bits have been mended.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Then she'll just, get dressed and go downstairs.
So, gentlemen, you had your fine beverages.
Yes, I suppose. I'm trying. I think Felsake would have as little to say to you as possible. He's trying to keep up some sort of conversation.
Then Aranis is just babbling on, and then I took on a few charges, and I've traveled around from town to town hunting things like that house back there. It's difficult with the work we do, but I get some. I'm working towards something. I don't always want to be a tree. It's
That's a
not
very
really tree. I mean, I didn't start out that way. It's just,
yeah. That sounds like it could be torturous.
no, it's not really bad. You'd be you'd be amazed at how supple the bark can be at times. To be completely honest, and I've still got my face. So, you make a bad deal. See, that's why I was warning you about your bad deals. And then he goes on to like contract law with Faye and stuff like that. It's just like a completely dry conversation. I believe his ears start bleeding at that point, but
No. Instead, it's there's this other voice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I loathe this one. Yeah, just you would think something that was made of so much wood would be silent. It's talking about clauses. Oh.
I'm
I
sorry.
told you about the subclauses I've had to deal with. It's a whole hierarchy.
I apologize. If I don't go right now, I'm going to shit my pants.
Fair. Enjoy your constitutional.
It feels like just hides in the bathroom with some reading material, like, ah.
And in the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
I'll summon Cretan.
You're gonna be in the bathroom for
You're
an
going
hour.
to take an hour.
He really had to go. It must be bad. All sorts of noises coming from in there.
That's a level 5, ladies and gentlemen. So eventually you ladies come down from your
We look
bathroom,
so refreshed.
and there's Uranus. Felsic is nowhere to be seen or possibly heard.
Who's the friendly one?
He had to go.
He left. Right.
No, spending time in the restroom. He's been in there for like 30
Oh.
minutes now. We
Oh,
were talking about contract clauses, and he just seemed. It's something I think he needs.
Octavia doesn't blame him.
He's painfully unaware of the consequences of contracts if he doesn't follow the proper structures.
You'll catch up to him eventually, I'm sure.
I just hope we're not around when it does.
Oh, please no.
Well, what do you both of you have on the docket going forward?
That's
need
a
to let-
good question.
I need to let my family know some things.
So are we heading back then? What's the plan, hero?
I'd like to send a message.
Could do that.
Oh,
Do we have anything we
Iggy perks up. Would you like me to get a runner for you?
Perhaps. I'll think about it. I have a few other ideas in mind.
All right. Courier's office isn't too far.
Oh, wonderful. Good to know. How far is my family to message back? Like, hey, she's dead, but that's still a problem.
About a 3.5 days ride.
How many miles would you say, perhaps?
Again, not much is measured in miles out here. But things are measured
like as the bat flies.
if you were in form as a bat for hours on end. probably 2.5 days.
Okay. Cool, because, animal messenger could be possibly. But if it's too far for that, then I suppose she could send a runner and wait, or it might be good to report back herself. She's just gonna think about that. Does she need to report in person, or would it be better for her to stay in the area? That's the question she's having to ask herself. There is some interesting information. And I have the blueprints. The house, because I borrowed them from Felsik. To look at them. So. Be useful for the family to know.
Like Felsic owned him.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna ask. Would I know if I have to report in person, or would a runner suffice?
Depends on the information.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a vampire ghost is
Pretty big. Yeah.
yeah. If
Hey.
if
Also,
not a runner,
The fact
definitely
that
an animal
there's
messenger.
a werewolf tracking Runo's scent to that manor as
Yeah.
well, and these blueprints. Yeah, I think I think it's something I'm gonna have to report back in person. Unfortunately.
Oh, so we're going home then.
Yes, I suppose so. A bit of
Oh,
rest,
great.
of course. You've been through a lot today.
Where's home, if you don't mind me asking?
3.5 days.
Oh, all right. Well, I understand. Protecting one's home. That's
It's where
fine.
the Stormkirks mostly live.
Oh, well,
Yes.
then I forget I asked. I apologize.
Oh,
I mean, it's on the coast. It's very beautiful, quite lovely. It's just that way. 3.5 days.
Quite nice. Quite nice.
I would know the name of the city if because we're in a city because we love people and commerce
well,
and trade.
You are going to the capital of Drunau. Drunau.
Oh, okay, cool. I love it. We're going to Drunau?
Oh, well, I don't spend a lot of time in cities. You understand?
Oh,
But
understandable.
I'm sure it's a nice place.
I spend a lot of time traveling.
Yeah. Could I borrow one of your bats tomorrow morning, possibly? It won't be hurting.
Put my cloak in a little.
I need
Why?
to send a message, and I'd rather just. I mean, if you don't, I can find another creature outside, probably. But
Well, I'm very good with bats.
oh, it's fine. I don't want to take. I mean, they're pets for you. I don't want to really.
They're friends, really, more than anything.
They're well trained. I'm quite impressed by quality
Thank you.
of training.
We've had a lot of time together.
Yeah, well, of course.
Hmm.
Yes. That's fine. I just figured I'd ask before I went searching for some strange animal.
Oh, yes. Well, sure, but that would be willing to send a message for you. I have many friends.
DM, how far would my my grove be from where we are now?
You are about a score away
Oh.
from home.
Oh, that's
So
not a
about-
problem then.
You're about 20 days.
Oh, 20 days at human travel?
20 days of human travel.
Okay. All right, that'd be too far for NO messaging then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, never mind then. Guess I'll just have to send a message some other way.
Yeah, they've got
Uh-uh.
runners.
runners, yes.
They don't really deliver to my neck of the woods, if you will.
Uh-huh. Druid
Funny.
joke.
Oh, please. I have to make as many nature-related jokes as possible. It's the only way to keep the humor of the situation.
See. You wouldn't want
Hmm.
anyone barking up the wrong tree.
No. Leave me alone. Come on now.
Wonder if Felsik is getting to the root of his problem. He's taking.
Oh, good. There you are, Creighton. Finally, you show up.
Hello, Master.
What happened to you?
A suit of armor just animated and splattered me.
That's. I'm sorry that happened to you, Cretan.
Appreciated.
Good. Now, we have some new friends, but they don't know you yet. Might be best to hide yourself till you get to know them.
Okay.
Stick around.
Yes.
And would you like some iced honey milk?
No, thank you.
All right. And he'll head back downstairs.
Creighton turns invisible and floats just like a few feet behind you.
Oh, much better. How's everything, friends?
Acceptable.
Fine.
Are you all right?
Oh, quite. Just sometimes, everything gets a little just
Please,
yes,
no more.
it's a product of
Don't need to know.
I could make you a poultice or a drink of some kind that might help with that.
I'm
Who's your
sure
friend?
the herbs outside.
I'm perfectly fine. It's an issue I've dealt with for many years. I'll just occasionally I'll need a little time.
Valzik, do you
Yes.
often make friends of hellacious nature?
Well, when they show up.
Like that one. And I point at Cretan.
What one?
Oh yes! Oh,
I have blind sight out to 10 feet. So if he's like hovering nearby you, yeah.
Oh yes, him.
Hmm.
He's a friend of mine.
I wanted to make sure in case he wasn't, then I would,
Well, yes, that's Cretan. He's quite shy, right?
I see. Sorry, man. I feel like go invisible, but that's
that ain't gonna help.
no.
Okay.
It felt the most vampy, so that's the ranger fighting style I picked. Was blind.
It's damn it. Just sit down over there, Cretan.
Who is this Cretan?
Yeah.
What do you see, Octavia?
It looks like a bit of an impish type fellow.
Oh, is this one of your things? Because like I feel like Dagnari would know, but she doesn't know what to call it, so she's just like, your eye thing. Octavia.
What are her eye things?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, it's a invisibility
understand.
doesn't really work within a certain range of me. I can just sense it.
Oh.
A chair slightly moves at the table and
Let's see. What does Cretan like to eat? Why does he ever eat anything?
let's see here. Human baby.
Human baby. I might have a little trouble getting that here.
And it is the finest of delicacies.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But let's see here.
Just like the human baby. Okay.
Sheep brains are good.
Brains. Okay. Well.
Like sitter's feet. There's the tongue of a charlatan. Like there's tons of things that like he really loves.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to order him something nice, and then tell him to eat it.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
So
Does Cretans drop the invisibility, or is he just invisible eating at the
he
table?
just keeps invisible.
Okay. Just like,
Yeah. So, what is it all we're doing today? Or tomorrow?
I believe a rest is in order for today.
Please, yes, a rest.
I feel quite tired myself. Battle takes a lot out of me.
Well, we were up all night. It's morning now. You know.
Mhm.
A bit of traveling. But,
Time gets away from me. It has little meaning.
that doesn't surprise me for some reason. Perhaps wait to see if Wulfric makes it out of the mansion.
And at that moment, we do something where I like to say we turn the page.
Do we hear a ow in the distance? That's what werewolves
Oh.
sound like.
Oh no. We don't hear an owl.
Ow.
Instead, we see this beautiful stained glass window pane.
Mm-hmm.
It just depicts a wanderer of some sort, walking down a trail off towards a sun that is setting or rising, depending on how you look at it. And Wulfric stands in this place, confused, and a very thin human figure approaches him. Very handsome. The thing that is peculiar is that one of his eyes seems to be silver. Greetings, Wulfric. My name is Garth. We have much to talk about. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode
Ooh.
of Innistrad, Fang and Shadow.
Wonderful. Exciting. I love it. Yeah. That was great. We're not all dead. So that's a bonus. So why don't we go around and say who we are, where we can find you, and what your favorite moments, I'm not going to restrict you to one. Who am I to stop you from talking? From tonight's game. We'll go in reverse order this time, and we'll start with our lovely game master. How was tonight for you?
Oh, tonight was fun. Tonight was a good deal of fun. I didn't expect a number of things to happen, but they did in the course. Like I figured there might be some fiddling about with the temple, but I did not expect Felzik to use the summoning circle. That was new. Nor enter into such a loose infernal bargain, letting loose someone from one of the lower planes just randomly onto this one. And then, hey, I got to use a Grave Titan, and people survived that, so that's noteworthy. Jeleva is still unalive and kicking, so there's there's that plot thread that's still there. Bruno has yet to be found.
Yes. Yeah. I
Um,
was tempted to go swim and go looking for him, but then I thought better of it. Blindside or no. Real dark or no. Maybe it's not a great idea.
yeah, like Bruno's still out and about.
Gosh.
Like there's so many levels to that manor that were never explored. So there's plenty to come back to should you ever choose to set foot in there again.
Thanks.
Like there was
Watch
so
Wolfric
much.
just solo the rest of it. He's like, there. I just went through that whole manor by myself, found Runo, killed the ghost, and we're like, damn, Wolfric.
Well, Ulfric has different problems now.
Oh.
Significant problems, as I can already hear the reverberations of the NTG fans screaming at me and going, "How dare you!" So, yeah, that's a thing that Wolfric is going to have to come to terms with and deal with. And yeah, I just love the banter between everybody, and I'm just still waiting for you guys to pay closer attention to Iggy, but we'll get to that next week.
Kind of trying not
And
to.
oh, don't worry about Iggy. Iggy's friendly.
Mhm.
And yeah, no, it's been an absolute treat. As to where you can find me, I'm all over places. Just follow Pope World Bill on Twitter, Pope World Bill on Twitch. There's tons of stuff throughout the week. Just follow there, and also thank you all for joining us live VOD YouTube. Stories nothing without its audience. So you're as much part of this as we are. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you around.
All right, wonderful. Now we have my beloved Deknari. How are you, my dear?
I am great. That was an absolute blast. I am one of the huge MTG fans, so Magic the Gathering. So there were a couple things where I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Specifically that Grave Titan, because Grave Titans are terrifying in just the card game. So actually coming across one, yeah, no, thank you. That was actually my favorite part, was the Grave Titan reveal, because that I wasn't expecting it so soon. Yeah, my name's Nogosaurus. I play Deknari, the Aasimar monk who had a very interesting vision, which I think I have some ideas about, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'm not going to say anything right now. But yeah, you can find me here on Mondays and Tuesdays playing in our various Dungeons and Dragons games, as well as the occasional Saturday when we play Aliens, which I believe we're playing this week.
Saturday,
and I'm
yeah.
very very excited for. And yeah, I'm excited for next week. Like I said, I'm a huge Magic the Gathering fan, and I'm loving this campaign, and I want to know all of the secrets. Everyone.
Wonderful. Someone who may want to know all the secrets or not, Uranus.
No, I think Uranus has had quite a bit of secrets this week. Perhaps he'll just want to find like a nice berry or a tree or something to hang out with. It might be safer than that place. But no, yes, I am Uranus Uadrana, and I play here on Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes Saturdays. This weekend, Saturday, for different games. Favorite part tonight. I want to say the Grave Titan, but that wasn't a favorite part of Uranus's. That was thank God for a Nat 1 luck roll there for me. Favorite part really was the pooptastic summoning of Cretan there at the end. Loved that. That was entertaining. And especially loved Deknari's little sojourn into the temple and what happened there. That was interesting. I had a fun time with Bob in the hallway. When Bob stepped back, it was like, okay, it's on now. It took long enough. I mean, it took longer than I thought. So that was a fun time. I enjoyed it. Can't wait to see more bats. Need more bats. And can't wait for Wolfric to be back. So thank you.
Thank you. And yes, Wilfric was very missed, but we'll be back with us next week when we play again. So that will be great. Speaking of great, Felsic.
Yes.
Friend. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm T20 Kudagrai. Find me here Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes in our Aliens game on Saturdays. Shoot. Man, I had a lot of fun, a lot of nice parts. I love summoning Bob. I really liked when Uranus and Bob were chatting outside the temple. I like the description of the engraving,
Oh,
embossment.
yeah. That was really cool.
Yes, and how it opened into the vault room, and pretty freaked out by those books, but I'm sure it's going to just turn out great. Right? That's the secret. Always have a positive attitude.
That's the secret of life. Positive attitudes. My favorite moments, I also enjoyed Bob in the hall. I liked how Uranus was just like, I'm gonna hang out. Where's Bob? First question, and then I'm gonna hang out with Bob. I thought that was a great answer. I also loved Felsic just going for it, like, oh, this door seems fine. Walk right into the temple. Just going. And I'm like, hasn't exploded yet. Guess I'll follow. And then Deknar being like, oh, why are you both going in there? It just, I loved that whole like going into the temple scene. I also loved it when Felsic was like, can we just like rest here for like an hour? And Dek and I are like, let's rifle through the library. And Uranus is like, I'm actually going to take a I thought that was also great. There's just a lot of really good inter-party moments. It's session 2, the party's starting to feel each other out a bit, get a vibe, and I'm very excited about it. I think it's great. I also loved, not getting Pope's face every time I made a very lewd remark or comment, because it was great. I'm here for it. I laugh love Lindy, and you can find us here every Monday for some more Innistrad, Fang, and Shadow, at least for a little while. And tomorrow night you can find us here for Mists of Ravenloft. They're in Waterdeep. They're going shopping. Some people are meeting parents. Some people are about to have a ritual done to transform them back into humans from vampires. And then some people gave me extra backstory when I requested it and gave me beautiful, perfect, lovely tie-ins. So yeah, check that out. There might be some emotional damage. If not, it's just gonna be great. And of course, on Saturday, you can find us here Saturday evening for our once-a-month game of Aliens. It's gonna be good. There's chest bursters. I'm scared. But please watch. It'll be great. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all for playing and GMing. Until next time, have fun, play games.